Welcome to the Leadership Decoded podcast. Here, we provide you practical approaches and actionable tactics to help you lead at your very best at work and in your everyday life. I'm your host, Dr. Will Ramey. I am a former U.S. Army officer and combat veteran. I am a current team and leadership development workshop facilitator and executive education adjunct professor. In today's episode, we're talking how to navigate office politics, utilizing political skills as a leader. We're not talking government. We're not talking Democrats and Republicans. We're talking how you can use your skills to build your network, to have interpersonal influence, to have social astuteness, to read a room, so that you can set your team up for success and you can help your organization achieve greatness. Let's dive in to the wide world of navigating office politics. This episode is brought to you by Sweat Tent, the industry leader of the portable at-home wood-burning sauna. Being a leader can be stressful. That's why I've been a sauna user for many years. Did you know that consistent sauna usage 3 to 4 times a week not only relieves stress and improves sleep, but it also enhances your physical well-being and fosters mental resilience and cognitive clarity to be a better leader? And you no longer have to go to a crowded gym or buy one of those expensive and bulky at-home setups to experience the benefits of a sauna. Sweat Tent is the most portable and affordable at-home sauna on the market. The setup takes minutes and can reach 200 degrees in under 30 minutes. Harness the power of the Sweat Tent sauna to lead with clarity and poise. Sweat out stress, ignite creativity, and emerge a more focused leader. All Leadership Decoded listeners will receive $100 off when you use code LEAD100. Visit sweattent.com today to get $100 off your purchase with code LEAD100 at checkout. Again, that's sweattent.com to get $100 off with code LEAD100. Sweat Tent, improving your ability to lead at work and in your everyday life. This episode is brought to you by Fit AF. As a leadership coach, I understand the importance of fueling both body and the mind. Balancing coaching sessions, workshops, and personal development can be demanding, and that's where Fit AF steps in. Fit AF offers an ever-changing menu crafted by top chefs and nutrition experts to ensure you're getting the best quality meals. Their diverse selection caters to various dietary preferences and needs, including keto, paleo, vegetarian, vegan, gluten-free, and more. As a valued listener, enjoy an exclusive offer. Get 20% off your first order of 7 meals or more by using code LEADER at checkout at fitafnutrition.com. Again, that's code LEADER for 20% off your first order of 7 meals or more at fitafnutrition.com. So when we talk about office politics or organizational politics, what we're referring to are these are the activities that occur for people in order to gain power, gain resources, and achieve organizational objectives. Under the right conditions, office politics isn't necessarily a negative thing. Where we get into problems is when we have the wrong conditions, where people become power hungry and they want to centralize resources, where they want to abuse their authority, they want to abuse their position of power, and lord over people the resources that they have, and have you come to me and beg me for resources and feel that way. Like it or not, office politics has been around since the dawn of time. We have people who are in position, we have people who are decision makers, we have people on a team who hold resources, and we have people on teams who lead teams that need those resources, that need to understand external stakeholders and understand power dynamics. So the best place that you can be is to understand what organizational politics is, and we're going to share some elements on how you can navigate office politics in a positive way, in an ethical way, in an authentic way to you, so that you can achieve what you desire for your team, and you can also still continue to enhance your career. So when we think about the 4 different elements that encompass office politics, the first are your networking abilities. Networking abilities are crucial for leaders. You want to be able to look in a organization up, down, left, and right, and have a robust network of connections that allow you to gather information, to gain insights, to gain perspectives, and to mobilize resources to achieve your goals. By cultivating relationships across departments, across teams, up and down different levels of the organizations, and even with external stakeholders, you enhance your visibility, you enhance your influence, and you grow your access to key stakeholders. Networking abilities is all about relationships with people, genuine, authentic connections. The next element is interpersonal influence. Interpersonal influence is an essential dimension for understanding and learning how to use your political skills. Effective leaders possess the ability to persuade and to influence others to support their initiatives, to support the organization's goals and objectives, your ideas that you have to change things, to try new things, right? To be able to influence people in such a way that you can get them on board with the way that the company needs to go. Whether it's negotiating a complex deal, whether it's rallying a team members around a common purpose or a shared vision, or resolving conflicts, you as a leader must leverage your interpersonal skills to build consensus, to inspire trust, and to drive collaboration. The next element is social astuteness. And this refers to the ability for you to be able to read social cues, to understand group dynamics, to navigate complex interpersonal relationships. This is where emotional intelligence comes in, not emotions of yourself, but being able to understand the emotions of others, to read a room, if you will. When you walk in, to understand who's in the room, what's the temperament, how is the conversation going, which direction is the conversation going? Should you step in and shape it to go a different direction because you see something that's not happening that's best for the organization? So when you have a high social astuteness as a leader, you can accurately assess the landscape, you can identify different power dynamics, you can anticipate potential challenges and opportunities. Once you can do that, that awareness enables you to adapt your approach, to tailor your message, and then you can build strategic alliances to move things forward and advance towards the outcomes or goals that you're looking to accomplish. The fourth element is apparent sincerity. In the fourth dimension of political skills, you have to involve projecting authenticity, being yourself. Integrity and trustworthiness and being ethical have to stay at your forefront. When you're playing the power game, you have to play it from a position of authenticity and ethical behavior, period. So when you're navigating these, you have to be able to help people relate to you through your credibility, through your reputation. Keep it sterling. Keep moving forward, right? Genuine sincerity helps you build rapport. It helps you foster collaboration, and it really is going to increase your ability to influence because people know who you are and what you're about. For me, I entered an organization early in my career where I was a junior person. The organization had been around for decades, and I was the new leader. I got hired into the organization as a middle manager. So I had to learn who was who in this organization. I had to learn the power dynamics in the organization. How did the organization function? What were the processes in place? Who was involved to influence these processes, both formal and informal? So business processes have, functional leaders, functional teams. This is the team's responsibility. This team does X, that team does Y. And that's how things happen on paper. The informal influencers is where you start to understand who is involved, what person specifically, how is their voice being heard, how are they behaving, where's the organization need to go, and who's really driving that? Is it purely based on the function that you're responsible for, the team that you're responsible for leading, or is it a combination of functional leader and influential voice at the table? What I wanted to make sure I understood was that landscape. And then I wanted to understand the collective purpose and vision of the organization. What were we here to do? Where were we moving forward? Where were we going? And I was able to understand that. Here's who we are. Here's what we do. Here's the vision of where we go. From there, I leveraged my ability to build relationships. I wanted to care for people. I wanted to understand how my team fit into the bigger picture, who was involved to my left and right, and build strong working relationships so that we can move forward together. We can achieve success together. We can achieve our goals together. I also understood who I relied upon for work, who I relied upon for influence. They weren't necessarily the same person, the same function, the same entity. So by building relationships, by building my network left and right, up and down, by being authentic, by being genuine, by having curiosity and following it to understand how this business operated, because we are a big organization on location. Understanding the ins and outs and how to navigate that, and then being able to walk into a room and see who's here, whose voice is being heard, how are they carrying themselves. That's social astuteness. Those elements came together to where I was able to help navigate. Combined with the right opportunities, I moved from a middle manager to a member of the senior leadership team within 5 years. For me, what I found out was that was a pretty quick ascension up the career ladder. When I look back on it, it's because I understood the political landscape within that organization. I brought a sincere, genuine care and concern. I maintained authenticity to myself, and I put the needs of the organization first. That's how I earned a seat at the table within this team within such a short period of time, combined with the opportunities being there for me to compete. So let's look back and explore some practical approaches that you can take to help develop and hone your political skills as a leader. The first is building a diverse network. You want to actively cultivate relationships with people from diverse backgrounds, from different departments, from different levels, up, down, and across the organization. Understand who's who and put people first with good intentions. Understanding who's who, what their needs are, what motivates them to come in will help you know what you have in common and what's unique so that you can get a different perspective and then you can support one another. The second is to enhance your communication skills. You can't do enough of this. Invest in communication skills, written, oral communication skills, active listening, empathetic listening, effective storytelling, and persuasive speaking. When you start to navigate organizations and you want to be able to increase your influence, which is what leadership is about, you do that through how you carry yourself, how you speak, how you write. So understanding how to tell a story with impact. Understanding whether you're informing somebody or persuading somebody for a decision. Listening to your team, listening to your peers, listening to your boss. This will all help play into how you can understand and navigate the organizational landscape. The third way is to stay informed and up to date. Have a pulse on industry trends. Have a pulse on the KPIs that are happening across your organization. Have a pulse on what's relevant, what's news, what do you need to inform people of, what do you need to keep people informed on. All of those data points that you can consume will help you understand where your organization is and where they're currently moving. And then the fourth is seeking feedback. Being able to learn from your experiences, soliciting feedback from your peers, soliciting feedback from your boss, soliciting feedback from your team, so you can understand how people view you. You can build trust in that you want to learn and serve and be at your best. So being open to that feedback, taking it in, and then doing something with it so that you can continuously refine your skills as a leader. That shows people that you are truly invested. That shows people that you are aware. So by embracing these four elements, you can navigate office politics with confidence, with integrity, and with effectiveness. I want to thank you for tuning in to the Leadership Decoded podcast here in the Loop Internet Studio. If you liked today's episode, found value in today's episode, download it, save it, share it with your fellow leaders. Knowledge is power. Share that knowledge with others so that we can all lead at our very best. We are here to serve you. We want you to join the conversation. So leave us a review, drop us a comment, send us an idea for an episode. You have a workplace problem, you have a workplace question about leadership or team dynamics, send them our way and we'll help you out by answering your question. And if you're a team or organization that's looking to increase collaboration, cohesion, communication, and connection within your team, I want to work with you. I offer highly engaging, creativity-infused, research-backed workshops to help your team and your leaders perform at their very best, day in and day out. You can connect with me on LinkedIn at Dr. William Ramey, on Instagram at Leadership Decoded Pod, or email me here at will@OnTheStacks.com. Thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Dr. Will Ramey, and I'll see you the next time you press play.